up.
Well, we're trying to build our audience here. Trying to get 25. Looking for 25. Here we go with this weak connection business. Trying at 25. We're going to be talking about a kind of neat subject here. Just waiting a few minutes for the audience to build. We're trying to get to 25. We got 12. We need 13 more. Trying to get. You're gonna call me tomorrow, man. You should have called me. Cut it out, bro. You didn't make the roundup. I'm disappointed. You would have had a lot of fun. Got 16. Trying to get to. What's up, Knuckles? What's up, Iron Savages MC? Good to see you. You know, you can't make this stuff up, people. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that I've been seeing out here over the last week or two. Hello, Dana Edwards. Which have just really kind of blown me away. Some of the stuff I've been hearing is just really kind of amazing. So I've written this on my very important piece of paper, and this piece of paper is where I write my stuff. And today we're going to talk about the 10 kind of ways to know whether or not you're in a real motorcycle club or one of these bullshit-ass motorcycle clubs that really aren't motorcycle clubs at all. You know, we see this in a lot of the new motorcycle clubs that are less than 10 years old. And these new motorcycle clubs that are less than 10 years old are doing some amazing things. Not amazing, absolutely terrible things that are not MC protocol at all. And you guys are falling for that crap. And you're falling for that crap because you don't know any better, maybe, or okay, get them up. We'll talk about that. You gonna call me tonight or tomorrow? I'll call you as soon as this is over. But a lot of these things, you guys, maybe you just don't know any better. You're in these brand new motorcycle clubs. And I say brand new, like they're less than 10 years old. I had a woman call me up on the phone yesterday, and she just cried and cried and cried. A lot of you folks out there are hurting, are in great pain. And you're getting pushed around and misused in these motorcycle clubs. And when I hear some of this stuff, I'm like, you guys should have read Prospect's Bible. You need to get my book, Prospect's Bible, at prospectsbible.com. And for women, you need to get Prospect's Bible for Women's Motorcycle Clubs at prospectsbibleforwomen.com. You need to do that because some of the stuff is explained in the Prospect's Bible that tells you clearly things about the MC you should know, things about traditional MCs and how traditional MCs operate. And it's important to know that if your motorcycle club is not operating like a traditional MC, you're really not going to be happy. You're going to be upset. And that's why we get all this club hopping from club to club to club. Because people can't find the happiness and the peace and the prosperity in the motorcycle clubs. First of all, nobody loves anybody. A motorcycle club is about brotherhood, or if you're in a female motorcycle club, sisterhood, or if you're in a mixed motorcycle club, brotherhood and sisterhood. That's what a motorcycle club is about. It's about love, understanding, trust, companionship, an extended family. Some of us don't have extended families. Some of us don't have fathers. Some of us don't have mothers. Some of us don't get along with our sisters. Some of us have bad family members, like that, like they'll rape the kids or something. You can't even trust them. So you look for these extended families. And you think that everybody wearing your patch is cool, and everybody wearing your patch is not cool. Some people wearing your patch are really uncool. And you have to take all people at face value, and then you have to let people, as they may, come in and prove themselves. And as people prove themselves, then they're worthy of your love and respect. And that's what prospecting is all about. And if you're not prospecting for your MC, how on earth could you know what these people are about and who they are? So we're going to talk about some things here and try to make this kind of brief. So one of the top ways you can tell if you're in a real motorcycle club that operates like a traditional motorcycle club is, number one, if you don't have to prospect to get in. I know a lot of grown folks. I'm grown. I don't have to prospect. I've proven myself. I'm a Mason. I'm a frat. I'm a Q. I'm a this. I'm a that. I've done all that I'm ever going to do, and I'm never going to do it again. And if you don't want me like I am, then the heck with it. I'm not prospecting. I call it skin in the game. If you don't have any skin in the game, somebody gives you my patch, then I notice that those people are so quick to give it back. They haven't worked for it. Listen, you should be proud to prospect. You should be proud to earn your place in the MC. I washed every motorcycle. I cleaned the floors. I did everything that was asked for me. Hey, listen, one time a brother asked me to ride my motorcycle club from San Diego to Tijuana to get him some tacos. I rode to Tijuana. I got the tacos. The brother made me ride back because the tacos were cold. I rode back to Tijuana. It's 18 minutes to get to Tijuana from San Diego. It's 2 hours to get back. I got back across the border, stopped in a 7-Eleven, warmed them tacos up, and came in with steaming hot tacos. I was so proud. The brother made me go back because I didn't have a receipt. I spent all day riding back and forth to Tijuana from San Diego. But what I learned, I never showed up to a club thing again without a receipt. I always made sure to dot my I's and cross my T's. These are the things I learned during prospecting, and prospecting for me was tough. Unlike most of y'all who could never prospect as long as I did, I prospected for almost 5 years. So I don't want to hear it. You can't do 45 days. I mean, these clubs are today 45 days. I wish. You won't get in an outlaw motorcycle club with a 45-day prospectship. Try it. So you need to prospect. Prospecting is something you do with great pride. I work to get in here, but it's also something that is an educational thing. Like, for instance, many of you are wearing colors on your back and you don't even know what they stand for. What kind of sense does that make? Like, it's like going to war and dying for the American flag and not knowing what the 50 stars on it are for. There are 50 stars, or is it 52? Something like that. Why would you go and die for a flag you don't know what the stripes and stuff are for? It's retarded. So you wear colors that you don't understand because you didn't prospect. You didn't learn anything. You don't know the names of the founders. You don't know what was on their minds when they founded the motorcycle club. You don't even know if what they're doing is something that you approve of. You don't even know what the bottom line, what the mission statement is. What's wrong with you? You're wearing that on your back and you know nothing about it because you didn't prospect. So, if you're seeing clubs do it, I've seen motorcycle clubs do it. Listen, and a lot of it is because the new things, these councils of we have these councils that sprung up, and these councils didn't really necessarily exist like they do now. Like 40 years ago when my club came in, there was a council, but there are things like, there's a number of people you got to have, and then all these cities are saying we're not letting any more clubs in, and you got all this stuff going on, and it's hard to get a crew together. So a lot of times, you guys will be like, to hell with it. Tell you what, we're going to have open enrollment. Open enrollment for an MC. That's funny. Somebody you're going to ride next to for the rest of your life. Open enrollment. You guys just come sign up. We'll let you in. You'll be the original people, and nobody has to prospect. And then those are the guys that are going to prospect somebody else later. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it's what's going on. If you don't have to prospect for your motorcycle club and you can just sign up and walk in, I would turn and run. Just saying. Another way to know if you're not in a motorcycle club that operates traditionally is if the MC is not ruled by a vote. Everything that happens in the MC, for the most part, should happen by vote of the people. The dues-paying members that are in good standing, and good standing means your dues are paid up. You don't have any fines against you, and you're not suspended. Those are the people who get to vote. And if that's not happening in your motorcycle club, then you don't have a motorcycle club. You got some sort of social club thing going on that's really kind of, why would you sign up for that? But you don't know any different because you haven't seen any bylaws. So this is point number 3. You have no bylaws. Somebody told me when I asked them yesterday, well, what about your bylaws? And they told me, well, my bylaws were on the Group Me page. That's where they're posted, but nobody has any individual bylaws, and they change. They get made up as they go. And you're wondering why you're upset with your MC. Listen, bylaws are the contract that there is between you and the MC. Bylaws are your contract. They are what makes you accountable to the MC and the MC accountable to you. Bylaws are what guarantee how you'll be treated, how you can expect for things to go, and how discipline is supposed to be meted out, and explains exactly what people are required to do. Bylaws explains what each office does. Bylaws are important. Another thing is, if your colors can be snatched without a trial, then you know you're not in a real motorcycle club. No, once you become a member of an MC, you are like the baddest thing walking. You have rights, and people can't just come take your colors. There's a protocol that must be followed, and there are rules that must be followed. There's rules to this game. You don't get to just take my colors because you don't like what I said in a meeting or some kind of other old BS. I'm a member of this club for life, and I cannot be removed unless there has been a trial. I cannot have my colors snatched, and the president's pissed and come snatch my colors and all this kind of business. This is not acceptable, and this cannot happen in real MCs. Let's see. I'd love to sit down and talk to you sometime, Valentine. Next one. Oh, I said that, didn't I? Members can get in without prospecting. The next one. Members can get in without a motorcycle. This is absolutely unheard of, isn't it? I mean, MC stands for Motorcycle Club, doesn't it? We'll talk about that. That's coming. We'll talk about that one. That's another whole nother video. But I know why clubs do that. They want numbers. They need numbers. Or people, I'll get a motorcycle in September. All right, man, come on in. Man, September come by. But now he's part of the crew. He's been hanging out. Everybody likes him. How do we get rid of him? In a traditional MC, and a lot of y'all don't follow the bylaws, because if you have bylaws, the bylaws will state, like, must have a motorcycle, must be 18 years old, must have a motorcycle of 750 cc's or better, must have a motorcycle license, must have a job, and this person ain't got none of that. And let me tell you something, too. If you're too poor to be in the MC, if you can't, MCs cost money. Look here, motorcycles cost money. They cost money, insurance, tires, oil. These are recreational vehicles for most of us. Some of us, the motorcycle's the only thing we have, but they cost money too. And if you don't have enough money to pay your $25 or $30 or $50, or I remember in San Diego for a while it was $100 a month, but hey, if you don't have that money, then all you are is a burden on your brothers and sisters. And if you're a burden on your brothers and sisters, then why would you want to be in the MC? So you shouldn't want to be in the MC if you can't be a participating arm of the MC. I'm my brother's keeper. I love my brothers. Let's do the right thing. So some of you can't afford to be in the MC, and you need to come back after you get your finances and things together. In the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club, it says in our bylaws you got to have a job, some source of verifiable income, because we need you to be able to go on runs and stuff. But if you can get into a motorcycle club without a motorcycle, then you're in a social club. You're not in a motorcycle club. And I hate to say that. It's just the truth. I know some of y'all will get mad at me, but that's just the truth. Now, I've seen some stuff like a president might have 4 motorcycles and let you borrow one. And you want my foot here? Oh, just give me the basic one, please. Gloria said, "Yes, John, we made life really hellacious for me." She was there when I prospected for 5 years, and nobody liked me, and it was tough. I can whine about it, and I did, but I got through it, and it's important. Let's see. I see our club's letting people in without a motorcycle. Boy, no, you didn't. Okay, so whatever you do, don't name it on here. All right. So if you can get in without a bike. Now, I've seen like a president might have 5 or 6 bikes and loan you a bike to get in. And they do all kinds of stuff. But this is not traditional. And it's not the way it's supposed to be done. And so when you run into these problems in these clubs and you're so mad and disappointed and upset, a lot of it comes down to straight up not adhering to traditional motorcycle club standards. And if your motorcycle club is not adhering to traditional motorcycle club standards, you're not in a motorcycle club. And if you're not in a motorcycle club, you're going to be upset, you're going to be disappointed, you're going to be mad, you're going to jump from club to club to club. So insist that the bylaws be followed. And you can do that. One person can make a difference. Believe me, I know this. So let me see. There are no mandatory motorcycle rides. If you're spending all your time in meetings and parties, and you're not doing the one thing we all love, which is riding motorcycles, you're not in a motorcycle club. You're in a non-motorcycle club that gets together and rides and calls themselves a motorcycle club. You got to ride. In a lot of motorcycle clubs like mine, you got to ride to the mother chapter, which is San Diego, California, during the party, which is February, which means you have to ride in the rain. Oh, my goodness, that feels good. I like that. You got to ride in the rain. And riding in the rain, riding in February, you're riding in the middle of the rain, sleet, snow, and that's what we do. And not everybody needs to do that. I mean, that's just what we do. But you got to ride somewhere. It's an MC. So ride in the MC and love the MC and do that thing. And I tell a lot of clubs, if you're having problems, everybody's fighting, cutting each other's throat, stabbing each other in the back, you want to stop that, president? Put them people on the road. Make them ride 250 miles to a rest stop and stay all night. And you will see some amazing things. They're going to get in that rest stop. They're going to pitch a tent or whatever they're going to pitch. It might be cold. It might be hot. You might be getting bit by bugs. And just being on that road together will change your whole damn club because we're doing what we love. Try it. Take my word for it. Try it. If you're having your club falling apart right now, put them SOBs on the road. Watch what happens. Okay. Your president, I heard this yesterday. I had to put this on. I'm not naming any names. Your president orders you to drive your Tahoe to an event instead of riding your bike so that you can ferry club members who don't own bikes. You can't make this stuff up. This is really happening. Your president orders you to drive your Tahoe to an event so you can ferry club members to a motorcycle event who don't have a bike where you would have ridden your motorcycle. This kind of stuff lets you know, I'm not in a motorcycle club. The president is the only one who counts money at annuals and money-making events. You got to be kidding me. The president is the only one who counts the money? Does that mean the president's the only one who has their name on the bank account? And the president's the only one who reports the money that was made? You can't be serious. But it's happening. And it's retarded. Because it's a failure point. Even if you have the most incredible president in the world who doesn't steal and doesn't blah, 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 it is, it's intolerable. It's unacceptable. There is a committee that counts money. No, not no, but hell no. Jamel, my brother, it's good to see you. They tell me you've been lifting weights and stuff. You look like Superman. You and your uncle, Sugar Man. I'm coming for y'all. I've lost 60 pounds. I'm coming for y'all. Your uncle told me the supplements he's taking. I'm going there. All right. The president is the only one who counts money. We said that? Okay. There are no rules of order during your meetings. No roll call, no rules of order. The sergeant at arms is not running the meeting. The president is running the meeting instead. This is all retardation. Did you know that the president doesn't even vote in meetings? You guys didn't know that, did you? Some of you guys. The president does not even vote in a meeting unless there is a tie in most motorcycle clubs. So, well, the president said this is what we had to do. This is how this is supposed to work. The vote says what you're going to do, and then the president uses his office to make that happen. The president is the servant of the motorcycle club. We are not the president's subordinate little serfs in feudal England being told you're going to do this or you're going to get your head chopped off, or hand me your colors right now, or I'll take my motorcycle home. I'll take my motorcycle club and go home. This is not how that works. And if you got a president that's doing that to you, vote his or her ass out of there. Well, they're the founder. They own the plane. You got to look at my thing, what the founders own. They don't own nothing except the idea that they founded. The motorcycle club is owned by us. So you're not throwing me anywhere. You're going to follow these bylaws. You don't have any bylaws. I got a book coming out that's going to show you how to write them. And you'll have bylaws. You'll vote on bylaws, and you'll follow the bylaws. Remember, those bylaws are the contract by which you hold the club responsible and the club holds you responsible. And last but not least, the 10th thing is you can't ask to see the books without a fist fight. Whew. So when you ask about the money, somebody wants to beat you up. What it do, brother Tillman? It's good to see you. I'm just trying to be a big dog like you one day. You ask to see the books and they want to beat you up. I've seen that before. I've actually been in a meeting and seen that happen. And that's when you know you have an issue. When you can't be in on what's happening with the money. And I'll tell you something else. The president's name is not supposed to be on the money. Now, a lot of clubs are short of people, And presidents have to do dual roles and triple roles, and I understand that. And as soon as you're able to get out of that role, you need to, because presidents should they don't touch money, they don't have money, they don't be around money. It's too easy to you have to avoid the look of impropriety, even the look of impropriety. So as a president, you stay away from the money. And any member in good standing should be able to see the damn books anytime they want to see them. And if that ain't going on, you ain't in a motorcycle club. Some more other kind of stuff, and you're not going to be happy. You don't have to quit your motorcycle club. So many people, why did you quit? The president drove me away. The members didn't like me. You prospected for that motorcycle club. It's yours. It belongs to you. No one can drive you away. It's yours. I prospected for 5 years. I ain't going nowhere. I was the worst prospect in the world. Somebody once wrote about me, how can you write a prospect's Bible when you failed as a prospect? Well, I didn't fail. I got through. I was pretty much a failure. But I can tell you what not to do. I can surely tell you that. And you don't have to give up your motorcycle club because somebody is an ignoramus, somebody doesn't like you, somebody wants to attack you. You don't have to give up your motorcycle club. You can do other things. The lady that called me, she's in a female motorcycle club. She said, the president once told us, if you don't like it, you can just take off your colors and get out of here right now. And my word would have been, no, if I don't like it, I can vote your ass out of here. And why don't we take that vote right now? Well, you'll blow some founders and presidents up if you was to do that. Because there's probably a lot more people sitting at that table that are just as sick of that BS as you are. Have no fear. You are a full-patched member. This is your motorcycle club. It belongs to you. Think not of what your motorcycle club can do for you. Rather think of what you can do for your motorcycle club. You guys know John F. Kennedy said that. And it's true. Stop thinking I, and start thinking we. And what it is that you can do to make your motorcycle club stronger. And running off from it and leaving it is not the answer. Don't let anyone make you a club hopper. When you leave your motorcycle club, leave it because you want to do something different. I say, personally, there's only a few reasons that anybody should leave a motorcycle club. Like, you move to a new city and you don't want to start a chapter there, or can't. That might be a reason. Or maybe you're an outlaw and now you want to be a 99%er. Or you're a 99%er and now you want to be an outlaw. That might be a reason, a change of direction. But they didn't like me? They voted against me? They were talking about me behind my back? These people call me up and they're crying on the telephone. And I'm like, why did you let somebody mistreat you? Well, I thought they were my family. And they didn't do me right. Let me tell you something. People are only your family when they act like they're your family. When they don't act like your family, they're just them regular niggas in the street. And forgive me, any of my Caucasian brothers who may have been watching. You know I try not to use that terminology. But they're just another fool in the street that you need to get with. Don't let that patch fool you. People that wear your patch, like there's Satan in the church, there's Satan in the MC. And don't let Satan fool you. Well, that's about all that I have on my very amazing piece of paper here. So I suppose I've seen it, Marcel. I've seen it. Don't do that to me. Regular ninja in the street. Yeah, ninja. I like that. I'm going to use that. You know what? I have promised myself that I was going to stop cursing. And I need you all to help me with that. It's really tough not to curse because cursing tastes so good. And especially when I get to cuss some of y'all out. Especially those in my club. So let me see. Are there any questions for me? I appreciate everyone for coming on. This is actually like one of my biggest audiences. Been a part of only one club for 9 years, and it will never leave it. Love my family, the FLNY Riders. What does FLNY stand for? I've always wondered. Let's see. Jamil, I'm calling you, bro. I want to know what you're on. Always seeking knowledge. Okay, I think we're looking good. If anybody has any questions, type them to me. I see a lot of them FHO followers seeking some knowledge. Yes, Marcel, it's good to have your people on here. And, you know, Marcel's my brother. I love him to death. I do talk to him on a regular. Florida and New York. Florida and New York. Did you tell me? So, this is it for this broadcast. I just want you all to know that the Motorcycle Club is supposed to be the funnest thing you ever did. It's supposed to... I'm finished? Thank you so much. You guys know when you have diabetes, you're supposed to take care of your feet. So there's nothing like pretty feet. The things look good. Y'all know them things look good. Okay, so, I mean, I could be Marcel sitting on the stool doing this. I don't think I'm going to do that. So anyway, I want you guys to know that the Motorcycle Club is beautiful. It is it's the greatest thing. I mean, it's given me such passion. Until I found my biological brothers, and that wasn't until about 2 years ago, I didn't have any brothers. And the Motorcycle Club gave me brothers and sisters and an extended family and all kinds of stuff. I had never met so many together people in my whole life. They were strong. They were powerful. They had great jobs. But I've also been hurt by the Motorcycle Club. I've cried. These cats have hurt my feelings. They've broken my heart. But they never took my MC. I stayed in it since I was a young man. And I wear my MC stuff, and I ride my motorcycle, and I love this lifestyle. This lifestyle is for me, and this lifestyle is for many of you. But you gotta get to the lifestyle and away from the BS. And the BS is all this stuff, and a lot of this comes from leaders. You know, I tell you something. A lot of your leaders have never been leaders of anything before. Like, I'm not the CEO of my job. I'm not the guy giving the orders. I'm just a regular Joe over there. But in the Motorcycle Club, I'm the national president. Ah! And people live for that crap. They live for them titles. People love the title on this chest way more than they love that back patch. And they'll damn near kill to keep it. And they'll mistreat you. And that's when you say, nope, this has gone to your head, and we're going to vote your black ass out. And I mean that. So stay humble, leaders. Love your people. Pray. Ask God to give you the strength to do the right things for the people at all times. And He'll do it. Put your Motorcycle Club on the road. Ride some damn where. And have a blast. I love you all. Prospects Bible at prospectsbible.com. Prospects Bible for Women at prospectsbibleforwomen.com. The Motorcycle Club PRO's Bible at mcprosbible.com. And my new book coming out in September is Kill Proof: Surviving the Police Stop, Renegade Cops, and Angry Vigilantes with Guns. You can get all my books on Amazon except Kill Proof, and that's thekillproofbook.com. You can get all my books on Amazon, and you can get them on your phone on Kindle. I've got more books coming. And the more you guys ask me this stuff, the more I'm going to do these videos. Shouts out to my brother, Marcel. Thank you so much for your education and your help and showing me things. God bless you. God bless everyone that watches. God bless the mighty Motorcycle Club nations of the country and the world. We love these bikes. We're different people. We march to a different beat. And we do what we want to do because we love what we do. And the Motorcycle Club is like the only place where you can be who you want to be without any, you shouldn't have any trouble. People should accept you how you are. And that's the great thing about being part of this. But there are rules to this game. and you make sure the rules are followed so that you're in a real motorcycle club and not that bullshit fake ass I'm not supposed to be cussing. Not that BS fake motorcycle stuff that fronts as a club. You guys follow me on Fat Boy Getting Skinny because we're too fat. I'm going to get into that too. We got too much weight on us. All we're eating is that nasty fried stuff at these bike nights. So follow me on Fat Boy Getting Skinny. I've lost 60 pounds so far, and you can too. Love you all, and have a productive day, and get skinny.